Motorhead Garage, the program that each week introduces you to and shows you how to install the latest in exciting and innovative products for your vehicle. Motorhead Garage is presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. Now here's your host, Dave Dobson.
Thank you for tuning in to another truckin' episode of Motorhead Garage presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. Now, if you have a diesel or if you've driven a diesel, you know it gives you gobs of power at the top end, but at the bottom end it can be kind of sluggish. Actually, it can be a lot sluggish, and that's hard to get used to. But there is a solution for that, Eric. You are here from Stealth Performance, and with this little module, you have solved the problem. Tell me how.
What we do is we bring that power curve down to where you actually need it by manipulating the fuel pressure signal and the boost signal and transforming it into like a 4-stroke style power curve instead of like that 2-stroke where there's a lot of lag and then a sudden surge.
I know the first question you get from everybody, it's the first question I'm going to ask you, what does hooking this up do for my warranty on my vehicle?
Our non-invasive approach allows it where it doesn't leave any footprint. So we're leveraging the factory programming into making power. So the dealer can go in and they're never going to find history of us reprogramming the truck's computer because we simply never reprogrammed it.
Hence the name Stealth.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
I love it. Now, what's the difference between this module and then something that would hook up under the dash?
Yeah, so an OBD2 style tuner is going to reprogram the truck, and their approach at power, really they can't make much before boost comes on. So they're doing a lot of timing and throttle sensitivity and stuff like that to try to get it up into where boost comes, and they start dumping the fuel. And they're going to raise the exhaust gas temperature limits, and you have gauges and stuff where you could blow up your truck if you wanted to, but you get to explore the limits. Where ours is a lot different. The way we're making power by bringing that fuel pressure up to get that efficient plume out of the injectors and bring you boost on earlier, we're able to give you power before boost comes in. And that's most driving situations where most people don't drive around over 2,000 RPM with your foot to the floor. Most of it is done quarter to half throttle below 2,000 RPM.
So this is really for people that own a truck that want to drive it and use it like a truck should be used.
Correct. Yeah, it's actually the silent majority. So, I mean, if you're going to be going to Walmart with your hood up, it's probably not the product for you. But, you know, if you actually use your truck to haul and like most people, like what they were designed for, then this is the perfect product.
Gotcha, and it's perfectly simple to install. Why don't you show us how it's done? While you're hooking this up, let's talk about efficiency. I know a lot of times people are getting higher performance, but you're giving up fuel economy. And how does that work with your unit?
Yeah, so that's a really hot subject, you know, mileage nowadays, especially with fuel prices going up. And it's using your logic by having more power down low. It's easy to see how it could equal mileage, especially by getting a more efficient plume out of the injectors. And that's why the majority of our customers do report like a nice mileage increase. However, we know it comes down to how you use that power. If you're going to use it to accelerate faster and, you know, feel it in the seat of your pants, which there's nothing wrong with that, just don't expect mileage too. You know, if you're going to use some discipline and use the power responsibly to keep your RPMs down and hold higher gears.
Makes sense. Now, where are you hooking this up to?
So I already hooked up down low into the fuel pressure sensor, which is right down there. It's probably tough for you guys to see, but it's not too bad. And then this one goes into the boost sensor up here. And so typically just run it along here and mount the module up in this corner. And
how would you mount that typically?
So you could use Velcro or zip ties.
Super simple install. And now this is not just for Fords, you make for all different makes across the board?
Correct. Chevy, Ram, Fords. We have one for the 99 Power Stroke all the way up to 2021.
And just a couple of connections to make here. We've actually got the module to plug in, and there is a lead here as well for the controller, which most people, you told me, leave under the hood, but there is enough cable here in case you want to run it through the firewall and get a little fancy.
Yeah, correct. So this allows you to adjust it between stock, low, medium, and high. And it's not anything you have to really be messing with it much since it's still protected by the stock programming and safety parameters. So that's why most people leave it under the hood. And what you'll find once you install it is it's a good baseline modification where once you install this, you want it on every truck you have from then on. And if you want to go further, go further. And then if you want, you can pull it off, install it in another vehicle. It's not VIN locked.
Well, you can feel the difference for yourself. Get one at stealthmodules.com. We will return with more Motorhead Garage presented by NHOU Protective Coatings coming right up.
Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings, is brought to you by RockAuto.com. All the parts your car will ever need. Borla, the world's most winning exhaust. Magic Creeper, the most versatile creeper ever. And by NH Oil Undercoating, the official oil-based rust prevention system.
Floor mats are kind of an unsung hero. Nobody talks about them a whole lot, but they go a long way toward protecting your vehicle, and of course they can make your vehicle look great. But there's not a lot of options out there when it comes to aftermarket floor mats. You have the cheap rubber ones that you lay down on the floor. They don't fit your car very well, and they don't last very long, and they look awful. If you're lucky, you get one that's carpeted. They still don't fit very well, but 3D custom fit floor mats can help us out. And Kyle, tell us what you have going on there that's going to make my car look great and protect it.
Today we have our 3D Max Spider Kagyu custom fit all-weather floor mat. The floor mats are custom fit for specific vehicles, so depending on what kind of vehicle you have, Honda Accord, Ford Ranger, Tesla Model 3, whatever kind of car you have, the mats are custom fit to that specific model. The colors available for our floor mats are gray, tan, and black, so those are the main options. The mats are made out of a triple layer construction. The top layer of the mats are made out of a thermoplastic rubber. The middle layer is made out of an XPE foam, and the back layer is made out of our patented Max Spider fibers. It's little hairs that grip onto the interior carpet so it doesn't ruin the vehicle.
That's an ingenious idea, because I know the cheap floor mats, the rubber ones, have the nubs on the back and they put pock marks in your carpet, and those sometimes never go away. And if you've got a classic car or a really nice car, you don't want that going on. And worse yet, some have Velcro on the back, and if you keep inserting those and removing them, that's going to tear your carpet up after a few years worth of use. But this is a great idea, and it keeps it stuck right in there. And also, the Max Fibers, in conjunction with the way it's form fit to your car, makes it stay right in there perfectly.
Exactly. Some of our floor mats have eyelets on the top of them, so it can clip directly into the vehicle so it doesn't slide around. But some of them also just cover the area to make sure that it doesn't slide around on the vehicle's interior.
What lengths do you go to make sure that each of these fits the car that they're made for?
Every single one of our floor mats get tested within each vehicle that we say that it fits. So when we say that it fits this vehicle, we've actually taken that mat, gone and found that vehicle, put it in and tested it.
Now, you've worked awfully hard at that, because you make it for a ton of vehicles. How many different cars and trucks?
We have about 6,500 different applications.
My goodness, that's incredible. And what if you don't have my brand, even though you have 6,000 of them out there, if you don't have what I need exactly, what can you do?
Yeah, well, in that case, we have our universal floor mats. They are made in the exact same method as the Kagyu floor mats. Thermoplastic rubber, XPE foam in the middle, and then Max Spider backing on the back. These are all trimmed to fit, so they have little lines all over them that you can cut to make sure that it fits the interior of your vehicle.
Those are going to look just as great as your custom fit floor mats. And what other models of mats do you have? It's not just the Kagyu.
In addition to the Kagyu, we have our Elegant line, which is a carpeted floor mat series that is an alternative to your OEM carpet.
And you branched out quite a bit. It's not just floor mats anymore. You've got a number of other products we can check out. What do you have?
In addition to our floor mats, we have our carbon fiber handy trunk. It's similar construction to the floor mat, but it's intended for you to be able to organize the equipment that you keep in your cargo area. It's a little box.
Love it.
Have headrests, seat protectors, seat covers, and cargo liners.
Very cool. You've got a really neat line, a lot of innovative stuff. Where can we find them? Can I get them in retail stores?
We have multiple distributors online. You can also purchase them directly from us at our website at www.3dmatsusa.com.
And finally, you talk about the durability. These things are made really well. How long of a warranty? You guys really back your product.
All of our products come with a 3-year limited warranty.
It's fantastic. And again, tell me the website. Where can we find them?
www.3dmatsusa.com.
You know, Joe, the automobile was invented at the turn of the last century, and over the course of over 100 years, rust is still the enemy. Nobody's really figured out how to address it until now. What are you guys at NHOU doing to combat rust?
In my life, it certainly has been, which was the catalyst for me getting into this business. And rust has been dubbed the longest war. It's really difficult to beat Mother Nature, but what we do is slow her down. And what we do is mainly use an oil-based rust proofing. So if you have a brand new vehicle, we have two options, but for now we'll discuss the oil. The oil is something that would go on brand new or use pre-existing rust. It does not encapsulate the rust. That only allows it to grow beneath the surface. It looks pretty. Eventually it comes through. This will actually go down to the good metal, displace moisture, remove oxygen. As long as you have product on your vehicle, you stop oxidation.
Now, if I bring my automobile to you or to an authorized dealer, what happens to the car?
You should clean it before you come in. We would bring it in, we would blow it off. It would take about an hour. We'd apply oil to everything that's exposed in the undercarriage, all your body cavities, you're in and out, come back in a year.
Is it safe for my car? Is it safe for the environment?
Our oil is non-conductive. It is environmentally friendly, no solvents, no detergents.
What's the biggest battle you're fighting here? Obviously, we know about rust, but as far as educating the customer.
Cultural.
Yeah.
It's people thinking this through like proactively, like changing the oil on your vehicle. People don't think about corrosion until it's, they fail inspection or they have a structural failure.
Well, you're starting your education here, and if you want to further it, you can check them out at the website, Joe.
NHOilundercoating.com.
We'll be right back with more Motorhead Garage presented by NHOU Protective Coatings, so don't go away.
Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings, coming to you from Borla Commerce Park.
The Hot Wheels car. I guarantee you, if you were like me, you grew up with these, and this is how you got your love for the automobile. You saw the great paint jobs, the sparkle paint, the really cool designs, and you dreamed about cars since then, and that's why you're watching Motorhead Garage right now. Well, guess what? Now you have your dream car, and you want to keep it looking new? Who better than Hot Wheels to keep your love for cars alive? Because Hot Wheels has teamed up with Americana Pro to bring you Hot Wheels Americana Series premium car care products to make your car look great and to keep it protected and looking great for years to come. Now, the Hot Wheels name is on the package, so I know what you're thinking, but this is not a gimmick. This is the real deal. This is professional grade stuff. These are professional grade products that are being used by the pros and sold by the pros. Now, there are tons of car care products out there, but Hot Wheels Premium Car Care keeps it simple. Every single bottle is 20 ounces, and every product is super easy to apply. Now, on the exterior, you want to start with the wash and wax, just a few ounces of that. It's blended at the molecular level, which is really cool because then it won't separate out when it sits on your shelf. It's actually homogeneous. It won't settle out, won't break apart. It has a really rich lather when you use it, really good lubricity, and it's pH balanced, so it's safe for your paint. I know a lot of people want to know if a product is safe. This definitely is. The all-wheel cleaner, as you move down the line here, this is for painted and powder-coated wheels. It's a clear liquid. Again, no acid, no dyes, no scent, and none of these products uses any kind of chemically induced foam. It's a professional grade foam tip sprayer which oxygenates the product and makes it nice and foamy and gets your car clean. The Pro Tire Cleaner doesn't have any bleach in it, just like the other products. It's safe to use. It will not dry out your tires. It'll make the black sidewalls black. It'll make the white letters white, and that's all you need to know about that. The Pro Tire Finish is a water-based silicone coating. It allows you to dial in your shine. Now, the more layers you lay down, the greater the shine. So if you want it to look like a new tire and just nice and black, well, you can do that. But you can also get it even shinier and shinier. If you like that slick look, if you like the shiny look on your tires, you can do that too. Any level of shine, just dial in your shine and you can have it with the Pro Tire Finish. And this is a product you're really going to love. This is called the Epic Shine. It's a synthetic polymer coating and detailer. You just mist it on and wipe it in. You can even use it as a clay bar lubricant, actually. Again, no dyes. It will not stain your paint. It protects against dirt, pollen, even UV rays. And after you use it, dirt and pollen will blow right off. Rain will roll right off, and bugs will not stick to your car. It works from anything from a flat black to a shiny red. And as they say, Epic Shine anytime. Now, there is a Father's Day promotion from our friends at Hot Wheels Premium Car Care Products. For just $49.99, you'll get one bottle of the Epic Shine, one trim cleaner, and the Pro Tire Finish in a Hot Wheels bucket with a lid. And if you order now, you get 2 microfiber towels, an applicator, and some other sample packs along with it. Hot Wheels premium car care products, not just for the exterior. They've also got a lot of great interior products too. Just look for Hot Wheels premium car care products at a car show near you or at an NHRA drag race where you can find it on the side of Lex June's Top Fuel Dragster. You can also find distributors and retailers online, so go click away at Americana Pro/Hot Wheels. This Chevy Silverado truck looks great on the top and it looks fantastic on the bottom. Now what if I told you that this truck is 12 years old and for its entire lifetime it's been pounding around here in the salt and the ice of New Hampshire. But you don't have to listen to me talking about New Hampshire oil. Listen to one of the customers who's been coming here for years.
I found this one nice and clean, want to keep it like this, and this is a New England truck right from beginning, and I knew this was a place to take it, to start it on this program and keep it going. Happen to work for the state of New Hampshire. We plow and salt the roads. I don't have to do the brine stuff myself because I'm in the secondary roads, but you see it on the highways and stuff when they got to put in the solution. And when you get running your trucks over it and stuff, that actually gets in the little spots a little bit more than your crunchy salt will, so to speak. We just decided to start oiling our trucks. And we were laying on the ground doing it ourselves, and Joe's set up in Deering quite a long time ago in his barn and had the lift and everything. And I said, well, it's a lot better than laying on the ground. And then he just kept moving up from there and got better and better oil. And it's incredible. It's good stuff. Just lasts. And we actually sold some rigs that Joe had oiled for us in the past. And the people were amazed, no rust on it, you know. And they were New England trucks. And it works. Stuff works. They go right to every little nook and cranny. Do a good job with it. And nice facility. I don't know, it's just great. It's top-notch service all the way around.
We will return with more Motorhead Garage presented by NHOU Protective Coatings coming right up.
Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings, is brought to you by Custom Auto Sound, the originator of classic car OEM fit radios since 1977. Magic Creeper, the most versatile creeper ever. Fuel Moto, specializing in EFI tuning and exhaust components for fuel-injected motorcycles. And by Tribotex, make your engine last longer. Time now for the lowdown with Magic Creeper.
You know, every year Americans buy about 40 million used cars. A lot of them buy from individual sellers, and a lot of folks buy them from dealerships like this one here in Bristol, Tennessee. For various reasons, there's been a shortage of used cars around the country and around the world, and a good car is hard to come by, and that means once a deal shows up, you've got to jump on it or you are going to lose it. I've learned that recently searching for a vehicle, and that means when I get an alert on my phone, I've got to leave the office. I'm usually dressed ready for work and, you know, not in my grubby clothes, and I've got to check out a vehicle when I get to the dealership and make a decision. So the first thing you want to do, especially if you find a car from up north, but really from anywhere, you want to check underneath the vehicle, and that's where you bring your Magic Creeper with you. You throw it in the back of your vehicle, pull it right out, weighs only 3 pounds, and it can go anywhere. If you had a regular mechanics creeper, sometimes you're in a gravel lot or you're maybe a car's parked even in the grass or something. A regular creeper certainly is not going to cut it. It's not going to make it under there. This is a nice smooth surface here, but we're going to protect ourselves from all the dirt and everything by using the Magic Creeper to get under the vehicle here. Obviously we have lots of clearance here, but again, the idea is keeping our clothes nice and clean as we're checking under the car. And you can look and see this is a rust-free truck here. The Magic Creeper is going to keep you up off the ground if it's raining, if it's dirty. It's going to protect your clothes, it's going to keep you comfortable, and it's going to make it nice and easy for you to slip under a vehicle. So car hunters, classic car hunters, the Magic Creeper is for you. You can check it out at magiccreeper.com. You know, I see a lot of folks on the street or at car shows and they say, I saw Tribotex on the show. Is that stuff really real? Does it really work? Pasha, does it really work?
Our most devoted and promoting customers are skeptical at first, but they also in tune with their cars or have large fleet of the vehicles. Farmers, professional mechanics, they try it into something that they know, have well-known flow, like a small engine, chainsaw. We have a product for small engines for the lawn mowers. And when they see performance, they try next to the engine, and then they buy for everything in several cars. And that's what we want anybody to try. You do not have to try everything at the same time. Get the lowest hanging fruit, things that you know need attention, and try Tribotex there, and I'm sure you will get back to us.
It's a really small risk. It's a small tube to begin with, and if you lose your lawnmower, it's not like your $50,000 automobile investment.
Absolutely.
And so if it works on the mower, it's going to work on that. And if you don't believe that, then you guys have a ton of research online that I can look at, proof from some pretty big laboratories.
Yes, NASA Spin-Off magazine featured us in 2020. Tech Briefs, we got Defense Innovation Award. A lot of large companies interested in us. Several Formula One teams approached us because now it's a game of everyone have the same equipment, how you can just make the same equipment way more efficient and way more reliable on the racetrack. That's what we're proud of. And for us, automotive applications, it's a labor of love. Or our real stuff, it's the big things, flying machines, shock in the tanks and armored vehicles. That's what we focused on every day, and we love it.
And the big windmills as well.
Big windmills, power generating equipment.
Well, if it can work on the huge, expensive equipment out there, you can rest assured it is going to work on your automobile. You can get yours at Tribotex.com. We sure appreciate your coming along for the ride here on Motorhead Garage. We're going to do it again next week, and we hope you join us then, too. In the meantime, if you have a cool product you want to see on the show, email Jeff at masterstv.com. From our entire crew, we'll see you next time here on Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. So long.